Hey everyone, so we are going to start by outlining the shape of the cracked or the inlay with a white pencil. This is just a white eyeliner pencil. I believe it's NYC, and I'm just going to kind of roughly outline the look of where we want that crack to be. And then you can see I'm kind of just going over that a few times to make sure that I like exactly how it's looking, because it will be all filled in with the white face paint, which is this cream makeup that I got from Target. It was only $1. I wouldn't suggest this specific one. I think that if I were to do this tutorial again, I would pick something that was a little bit more blendable. As you will see in here, it is really difficult to work with. I just used my finger to dab it on, and then I went through with a sponge, a triangle sponge, to kind of blend that. I tried to go in with a brush off camera and it just did not work well. So I'm going to blend this all in. And as you can see, it is a little bit blotchy. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go in and try and second coat it. But you can see there that it's not very blendable. So here I am going in with the second coat just to try and even out some of the skin tone. Once it's all said and done, it didn't really make a difference. It kind of just settled to where it needed to be, and it worked fine. And then I went in and blended that out as well. And now I'm going in with my normal foundation on my other side of the face. I'm just blending that in per usual with a Real Techniques blending sponge. And then just, of course, blending some of that white back out, trying to make it blend a little bit better. And now I'm going in with a black eyeliner. This is, I believe this is also from NYC. It's just very creamy, and I'm going to start outlining the edges of that white spot, as you can see there. Just making sure that I like where the kind of the crack lines are laying. I make sure to kind of check it out every once in a while to make sure in the big mirror that it is looking all right. And now I'm going in with just a small brush. It's kind of a stiffer brush, and just blending down into the white, that black. We're going to go back over and define the black in a little bit here, but this just makes it a little more shadow-like. I'm also going to go in with some black eyeshadow and go over that a little bit more just to make the shadows a little darker. In hindsight, I probably would have just left it like this and then just gone over with a liquid liner and left the shadowing like that, but I did go ahead and do the shadowing a little bit more with black eyeshadow. Okay, so this is where I'm going in with that black shadow. That was just from one of the Lorac Pro palettes. And in a second here, you'll be able to see what I was doing with the black shadow, just to deepen the shadowing a little bit more. As you can see under my lip, it got a little heavy. I do go back through and fix that in a few minutes here. And of course, trying to blend that white a little bit more. I think it started to dry a little bit, and I probably made it worse than better. Now I'm going to go in with that black liquid liner. I'm going to start going over the same lines that I did before and then start creating the actual cracks, as you can see there. The key to making the cracks is honestly just keeping them very random. I ended up just trying to keep it as random as possible, and I think it turned out pretty good. And then I added some more cracks around the sides of my face and down my neck, which you will see in just a few minutes here. And I kind of just go along the outside edges of that black liner as we go around. And you can see here I'm starting to do them down my neck and under my chin, and then of course just touching up some of the white where I mentioned under my chin where it just got a little heavy. And of course, singing Luke Bryan while doing your makeup is always optional. And this is where I started to extend the bottom cracks over onto my chin and up the other side. Looking back, I probably should have done some over my nose as well, but I just thought I was getting a little carried away if I were to go any further, and I actually did do a little bit on my nose. Okay, so I went in and filled in my eyebrow with a black liner, and then I did some heavy black eyeshadow, the same black eyeshadow from the Lorac palette, and put that on my lashes. And then I did a pretty dramatic wing, and then also filled in that side of my lips with black liner. And then we're going to move on to the other side of my face, which I'm going to use my NYC Sunny bronzer to kind of warm up that side of my face, since the other side is clearly so doesn't have much color to it and definition to it, so I wanted to make sure that this side did. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in. The foundation that I used in this was actually a foundation that I've done a review on, and I figured since I'm washing this off right away afterwards, it would be no big deal because that foundation is something I'm not a fan of. If you're interested, it's the Femme Couture foundation. I have a review up on my channel for that one. And I went in it with a bright pink blush. I believe that one is from e.l.f. And then I'm just going to put some eyeshadow on. I just went with a pretty neutral color for the lid. And then you'll see here I'm going to put a cranberry color from the Milani Bella Eyes on my outer V. Just because I tried to keep everything very like pink and girly, just as a, you know, my alter ego. Okay, and I put a little bit of winged liner on that side. Now I'm going to fill in my brow. This is just with the brow pencil that I normally use. It's the Maybelline Define-A-Brow. And I'm going to go in with some false lashes. These ones, I'm not sure entirely of the brand. I've had them for a while, and I actually took them out of the original packaging, so I'm not entirely sure what they were. I think they came in like an Ipsy bag. They might have even been Kiss brand. I honestly don't remember. But they're really long. They're something I would never wear out just because they're kind of cruddy lashes. They don't have much shape or definition to them, but I thought they would work perfectly for a Halloween tutorial. So now I'm going to go in and highlight. I'm just using the highlight from the Lorac Contour palette. As you can see, the blush on that side is a little spotchy. And now I'm going to go in with a bright pink lip gloss, which you are seeing there. And that is the completed look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed.